Hi, today we're going to understand how to create PDFs on automation from a Notion form. As you can see, this is a form 1099 OID, and once the user fills in the particular details in this form and they click on submit, the responses will come under the responses view in the database. I have already added two entries out of the particular form, and now I'm looking to create PDFs on automation from the entries whenever this appears in the database. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output, which will help me create PDFs on automation from a Google document with the help of a Notion database. So Notion database is where all the information is contained, and a Google document is where you will be editing the entire template to create the PDFs. You can create any reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations that you're looking to generate on everyday basis using this automation tool. Click on create PDF and quickly sign in, and then we will see every automation step that we need to take to create the PDFs out of it. So I'm going to quickly sign in, and then we will see everything that we need to do to start generating the PDFs on automation. So the very first thing which you need to do once you sign in is you need to add a Notion database. So we'll be adding this database onto the selection screen. After that, we need to connect the document to the database which we're going to add. And finally, we're going to map every property of the database one by one onto the document and create the PDF out of it. So let's click on add Notion database, and we will simply copy the database title which we have on our end. So we'll copy this title, and we're going to enter this in the selection screen to be able to add it. So let's click on select pages and then put the title inside the search pages field over here. And here we're going to select the form from the list. So whenever you're adding any database inside here, you must enter the same inside the search pages to add it. After that, it will be added. Do not add the database or the form selecting these top level pages from the list over here, because if you do that, the experience will not be smooth and the database will not be added up correctly. So always put the database inside the search pages and then add it. Alongside that, if your database is having any relation properties, so let's say the form 1099 OID is connected with database A and database B through relation properties, you also need to add database A and database B inside the search pages to be able to add it. If you do that, then only the PDF which will be created will have all the relation and roller values coming up in the document correctly. Otherwise, the relation and roller values will not be visible in the document. Click on allow access, and now you will get access to this particular form which you can use for the remaining steps to generate the PDF. So let us wait as it is going to load the same in the drop down. If it is not visible, simply reload the database once or twice and the database should definitely appear in the drop down. So make sure you're reloading this, as sometimes it takes a while to load the database, but it should definitely be appearing once you reload it correctly, and it will be visible over here. So I'm going to reload it once again, and I should be able to see the form 1099 OID. Now if I scroll down, I'm able to see all the properties of the database visible over here, one below the other. What we need to do after this is we need to add a document for this. So if you click on add Google document, you can choose any existing document that is available on your end to be used as a template file for this automation setup. I don't have any existing document available, so I don't want to use anything from here. What I want to do instead is I want to use a demo document, and if I do that, it will instantly create me a document with all the placeholders automatically created beforehand. So as you can see in this document, it has added all these placeholder fields for me inside double curly brackets. We have description, we have early withdrawal, we have other interest, OID amount. So everything is already visible inside double curly brackets. So when the PDF will be created, all these fields that you see inside double curly brackets will be mapped to the corresponding fields. As an example, description is mapped to the description field that we have over here, and the values are fetched onto this particular place. Similarly, federal withheld amount will be replaced with a federal withheld amount from here, and so on for all the other fields. Okay. So after this, what we can do is we can simply map all the remaining properties onto the document. So let's say I want to add other interest. I can click on copy. I can go to the document wherever I want to add it, and I can simply put it inside the document wherever I wish to add it by using Control V or Command V. So you can simply paste the property once you copy it, and you can add it directly inside the document as per your choice. This will allow you to map it live onto the document, and it can be directly inserted into the document, which will be converted to PDFs. You can now name the PDF file by choosing the selection column from this PDF file name. So I want to use this received by field that we have over here, which will be used to name the PDF file. Okay. And finally, if I click on download PDF, it will start generating the PDF onto the downloads folder, as well as it will save the PDF in this PDF file column. So if any record is marked as ready to generate, that will be converted to PDF file, and it will be stored in the PDF file column over here. So make sure before you're generating the PDF, mark the records as ready to generate, whichever you want to convert, and it will store inside the database for a use case. Click on any of the files and you should be able to see all the placeholders automatically added up beforehand. and it is already visible with all the placeholders automatically created. Similarly, if I open up the second document, I should be able to see all the placeholders already created for me. So every placeholder in the document is already mapped with the values and it has been generated right over here. If you want to automate this process, simply click on Setup Motion Automation. And now you do not need to use PDF output ever again to set up everything from scratch and create the PDF. As the moment the user clicks on submit and a new entry appears over here, you simply need to mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will automatically be created inside the database. This makes the process really easy and convenient as all the automations happen directly inside the database and you do not need to set up anything from scratch inside PDF output to generate the PDF files. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful to you and you start automating the solutions by using Notion automation so that you can create a PDF directly inside the database. If you still have any questions on this, use this chat bubble at the bottom of the page, send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to address the same. Or else you can go to the bottom of the home page where you have the contact button and you can send me an email right away with your queries. I'll be able to take up the same as well. You even have an option to book a free demo session where I'll be guiding you step by step on how to use this tool and make the best advantage of the same to create the PDFs and automation. So that is it for the entire